Hello, today we are going to replace the toilet flapper on a Glacier Bay toilet. And so what I did was I went to Walmart or Lowe's and I got this universal flapper. It did not work, so it was too small. So I had to take the flapper off. I had to go back to Lowe's. And I had to get this Corky large 3-inch universal. And I wasn't sure if it was going to work, but I did it on the first toilet and it works. This is the second toilet. So this is a Corky 3-inch universal. And this is a Glacier Bay toilet. And get a shot of the toilet there. Okay. Alright, so step number 1 is, for me, since this is an older house, I have older plumbing, so it takes me pliers to turn my water off. So I've got to turn the water off to the toilet back here. Daniel, can you get a shot of that thing back there? That's the water supply. Okay, that's good. All right, so we're going to turn the water supply off. And I'm turning it clockwise. I'm turning the thing clockwise here to get it to shut off. And it's a little bit further than you think to get it done. But it is, I can tell that it's moving. Alright, now just get it off. Now make sure to take this lid off. Now I'm just going to flush the water out of this tank. I'm going to flush it, and hopefully, since there's no more, since I turned the water off, it's not going to refill. So I've got that off. Now the water drained out of it. Okay, so let's get a shot inside there. Okay, back up just a little bit. Come over here. Okay, so I'm going to reach down in here, and I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to take off, if you can tell what I'm doing with my hand, but I'm basically just lifting up on those plastic arms that are attached to, I don't have to take this off. I'm not trying to take this off. I'm just taking the, I'm going to take the chain off. And I'm going to lift up on these plastic arms and hopefully they'll pop off, and they did. Okay. Okay. So this thing came off right here. All I did was I lifted up on this part, and I just separated it from those two arms that hold it down there. All right. And this thing is no longer holding the water in, and so water's going down constantly during the day. It's constantly having to refill because this thing is no longer sealing. All right, I'm gonna set this down. Get my new Corky 3-inch universal. All right. All right. So now these things right here are, there's a little arm down there, and I'm just gonna push it on. I'm gonna push these onto the arms right down here. Okay, so now that should sit on there, and now I've got to line up my chain So the chain is really longer than it needs to be. So I'm going to have to figure out where on the spectrum I'm going to place it. So I find that length that I want, and then I'm going to attach it to here. All right. Let's pause it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take a twist tie like this. I'm going to go through here, one of these holes on the arm here. I'm going to run that through here so I can have it sit up there. I give it just a little bit of slack, and then I twist this, twist that on there. Okay. Be better if this was all plastic tie, but it has a little bit. So now there's a little bit of slack in the chain, and let's. We need to turn our water back on. Turn the water back on. Okay. Now it's filling back up. And what should happen is that when it gets full, hopefully that flapper will keep it from going out. By the way, this thing is important too, this fill valve. It has to be at a certain height relative to this piece here. Okay, so we're going to test it out. Okay. And that's how you replace a flapper.